What's up everyone, John from ARTV. It's time for another Top 10 Countdown. Today I'm going to be taking a look at my top 10 favorites by the alternative band Walk the Moon. I got into these guys because of their self-titled album. Obviously they had a big single in the form of Anna's Son, but not as big as the singles that were to come for them in the future. Little did they know. I've been holding on hope because I knew that they would have something big, something special, and that did come. I just want more success for them in the future, and it seems like they're getting that on their new album. It's more of a slow burn in terms of commercial success, but hey, we'll take it. As we wind our way through this top 10 and their discography, keep in mind that these picks are all just my personal ones. They're not based on any particular thing like chart success or age or anything like that. It's just my personal list. But if you would like to see the honorable mentions that go along with that, there are more goodies stuffed in the description down below. Other than that, drop a like on the video if you like the video, and subscribe if you're new here. Here we go with my number 10 choice. When I started working on this list, I really didn't know if this song would make the cut, but at number 10 I had to put Can't Sleep Wolves off of What If Nothing, their most recent studio album. This song is the embodiment of catchy, great synthesizer work, great vocals. I like the guitars on this one as well. If you go to Walk the Moon, you often go looking for a certain style or a certain feeling, and this gives you all of that and more. It's super well done, it's effective, and it has a long-lasting appeal to it, which I can definitely attest to because I liked it at first, but it's only grown on me more and more over time.
No matter if, honey, it's just a matter of when. On Sunday when it's my face in the newspaper again. All the rag magazines, black limousines, they'll be getting in line. Yeah, it's just a matter of time, honey, it's just a matter of time. And I will work this body, I will burn this fat.
Number 9, Work This Body off of Talking Is Hard, because talking truly is hard. If you only knew how many bloopers and outtakes there were to these videos sometimes. Talking Is Hard is a fantastic album. It features the work of... There we go. Talking Is Hard is a fantastic album, my favorite from Walk the Moon, at least at this point, and I think this song, Work This Body, really stands out to me still to this day, just because it's really playful. It has that appeal to it. It lures you in with almost a childlike charm, and it even has some off-kilter pianos, some really cool vocal progressions on it as well, and just the overall vibe to the song. The backing vocals are on point, the chorus is driven and motivated, and it just gives you this feeling of, yeah, I'm rooting for them. Whatever it is that they're trying to accomplish by working this body, I'm all in. Number 8, I Can Lift a Car all by myself. That's off of the self-titled album, and I love this one just because it's so eccentric. It's strange and different, and a total change of pace. When I first reviewed the album back in 2012, the self-titled, I wasn't that keen on it right away, but I waited a little bit to review the album, and I'm so glad that I did because this one grew on me so much. It is more of a serious, focused effort in terms of its lyrical message, and I'm still not exactly 100% sure how to interpret it. Maybe fans can let me know in the comment section down below, but I love it for what it is. I like the fact that I don't 100% know, and probably no one does. This one just shows determination, focus, and gritting your teeth, bearing down, and getting through something. I like the way that he sings, mirages of you, in that like higher register. It's something that progresses. It adds in drums, guitars, especially once you get to the chorus, and the hold it steady, hold it steady. It's just super hooky, super catchy, and for some reason, I'm still snapping my fingers to it, and I'm still coming back to it years later. I might catch some people off guard with my number 7 pick, but here we have one from the Different Colors EP. This was released a year after Talking Is Hard, and the song that I've selected is called It's Your Thing. This one is very upbeat, it has a tenacious appeal to it, you just get into the vibe. It's so rollicking, it's so fun, it's almost like you want to get in a dance battle with someone once you listen to this one. The guitars get crunchy and loud, and they just kind of spit in your face almost. It's like, oh, you didn't think we could turn it up to 11? Oh, we turned it up to 12. Nick Petrica's vocals really hit new heights on this one, especially in the last part of the track when things really just get wild. The guitars have a nice little solo there where the instrumental just pummels you. And then the last part of the track, like I said, his voice is the star of the show. It reminds me of the 80s and just some glam rock in general, but with a modern, updated alternative appeal.
She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance.
Do I even need to give reasons and context for this one? It's Shut Up and Dance. It's their biggest hit, and while it might be overplayed and to some overrated, this is the track that I knew was destined for the big screens, the stars, everything. I called it when I originally reviewed the track, and then look what happened. It became a smash, and everybody was dancing to it. I love the lyrical content on this. It's kind of innocent and 80s in a way. It's talking about a flirtatious relationship on the dance floor when two lovers finally meet and come together and collide and just dance. What else do you need to do? It solves all of the world's problems. It's the perfect disco, synth pop, alternative infused track, and if you've never heard it, I know you have. We've arrived at number 5, and I'm just now realizing how many fun songs Walk the Moon have in their discography, because here we have yet another banger, Jenny. This one has one of the best bass lines, if not the best bass line of Walk the Moon's career. It's so steady to open this one up, and you're not exactly sure what direction the song's gonna take, and then, oh my god, those thumping drums come in, and the catchy vocals, just the hookiness of it. It's like somebody almost kind of lusting after someone in a way, because you know that Jenny is this ideal person that maybe you can't have, but damn, you're gonna try as hard as you fucking can. This track has everything to it, super catchy, super well done. It's not trying too hard. Some of these tracks that you hear and you're just like, oh, they're lusting after someone or they're trying to go in that direction where it's a bit sensual. Yeah, they actually pull it off, unlike a lot of other bands. And this one, it's gonna have you singing along in no time. You're gonna wanna throw the windows down and cruise and just sing your heart out.
Are you driving by someone driving you? What do you spend on? What do you spend your money on?
We're breaking into the top 4, and let me tell you, it is a tight tortoise race up in here. It's like 4 turtles right at the finish line, and you're not sure which one's gonna cross first. But at number 4, nonetheless, we have Spend Your Money. Once again, from Talking Is Hard. Cannot praise that album enough. This track really stands out because it's like so many bands, you know, especially in the alternative world, they can do things by the numbers. You know what you're gonna get in terms of song structure, song lyrical content, everything like that is by the numbers. But this and many of the other songs on this LP, and just Walk the Moon in general, break the mold. And this one always struck me as just very unique because of its pattern and its rhythm and just the lyrical content in general. You're raising questions with this song, but you're getting answers in ways that you never expected. What do you spend your money on? I hope it's something of value. That's what he says on this one. And just the way that the chorus evolves and changes, and then those guitars and the drums slam a little bit louder each time. It comes to a crashing end where Petrica's vocals really just reach this high level, and then it all comes crashing together at the end. It's a landslide in a way because you're like, okay, they just washed a lot of people out by raining on their parade, but at the same time, I agree with so much of what is said here.
I know everyone you know everyone I know. A Venn diagram's a one circle. You grow up when you're not looking. We grow up without knowing, and all of a sudden I'm leaving.
At number 3, we have the song that is the ultimate friends going their different ways in life, or maybe your buddies after camp in 6th grade are all splitting up and the gang's not getting back together type song. This is Portugal, and it is deeper than that. I'm making it seem lighthearted, but this is one that really connected with me and still does to this day. Portugal is a great moment because it strikes a chord in many different people's hearts, I'm sure. It's personal in the sense that it talks about people like splitting and growing apart. You get older, you're not exactly sure what's going on anymore, and you're trying to figure things out, and it's all done over this steady driving synthesizer throughout the entire song. There's live drums on this thing, not many guitars, but it doesn't really need them. It's a little bit more bare bones, but it's kind of like an end of summer type track. You have to spin it.
When you swallow someone whole, you are bound to choke. Well, I guess we can never be friends. I ate you up the day we first spoke.
At number 2, I have a song that I think all Walk the Moon fans were hoping would see a studio release. It's Tiger Teeth off of What If Nothing. This track is simply elegant and beautiful. It's heartbreaking in a way because if you know the meaning behind the lyrical content and the story there, especially if you just put something to it and you have your own personal experiences, I know it could be traumatizing, heartbreaking, and even therapeutic in a way. This song has it all. It has that opening that's going to conjure up feelings of the 80s, but then it moves into even more of that in a totally different way. It's not just the atmosphere, but it's also the tone and the feeling. You just get lost in it. It's like you could be looking up at the stars and think of a song like this, and this would be the soundtrack. This song is off of What If Nothing, but it existed longer before that. And I'm so glad that it did see the release that it did because it deserves it, to be honest. The synth work here is great, just the tangible feeling, and the way that it almost seems brittle with its lyrical content, its presentation, but it has a strong side to it as well. Tiger Teeth and the whole correlation between animals' relationships and everything like that, it all melds together perfectly, and this song might come in at over 5 minutes in its runtime, but trust me, it is worth every single second. Isn't it crazy how a single song can define so much of a certain time in your life and how it can always mean so much to you? That is Anna's Son for me. Obviously at number 1, we have from the self-titled album that came out in 2012, Anna's Son. This was their first hit. It broke them through to alternative and rock stations, and they started getting success just even in terms of digital downloads and people really starting to get into this band, and I'm so glad that this sparked interest in them. The music video for it is fantastic, and I love the song to death. This is something that never gets old because once again, it has nostalgia in its veins. I said that about Portugal, and it stands true for this one as well, but in a different way. This song is very unique. I love the way that it stands out in their discography. Even over time, I come back to this again and again because it's a satisfying feeling when you listen to it. It reminds you, in its opening part at least, of the lyrical content and just the way you might have felt at a certain time and place. And then it opens up with that big ignition switch that is the chorus for this song. And it comes to life even more as the song progresses. I love it, I love it, I love it. I cannot recommend it enough. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my top 10 favorite Walk the Moon songs. Let me know what you think of my list in the comment section down below. And if you're up for it, then comment your either top 5 or your top 10. Please drop a like on the video if you did enjoy this and want to see more top 10s. I have them coming on a 4-week basis now, so expect a new episode in exactly a month. If you're able to support me on Patreon and help videos like this that are more difficult to make keep coming, then please click the top link in the description for my Patreon page or this annotation in the corner right over here. If you want to see another top 10, then click right here, or another Walk the Moon review right over here. All of my socials can be found in the description down below, and other than that, I'll see you soon on ARTV.